What's up? Welcome to the Fomo Factory. It's time to talk more about altcoins. As you may know, I've been pretty careful with altcoins, not bearish. Well, maybe a little bit bearish, but it's good because altcoins went down extremely hard. And I think now is the time to pay attention. I'm not saying you should YOLO into every single altcoin out there, but there is a lot of good stuff happening right now. This bear market, fundamentally, there is so much, good shit going on. Projects are building. Falcon Forge is doing insane. Delysium, a project that I've talked about quite a lot, is making moves like crazy. So like the video if you like the video, turn on the bell notification after you subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. So before I'm gonna talk about this news, let's take a look at Bitcoin. This video is one day pre-recorded. Does it matter? No, hell no, because this is about the long-term vision that we have for crypto. So I've talked about the fact that I am now dollar costing into Bitcoin with $1,000 every week. Do whatever suits you. I'm just saying what I do right now, but I am basically dollar costing until the halving. September is usually a red month for crypto. Therefore, I started dollar costing in September, right? A lot of people say, you too early. Bro, whatever, yeah, therefore you dollar cost. Like, I'm not trying to catch the bottom right here, of course, right? So I'm dollar costing whatever the fuck Bitcoin does right here, up, down, it doesn't matter. I'm here. And if it goes below 20K, fine, dollar cost a little bit more. Because after the halving, Bitcoin so far always goes up. There is on the charts nothing that shows me that this time is going to be different. This time is totally the same so far. Alex Becker put out a tweet, you will not get the 4-year cycle this time. Blah, 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 blah. Based on what, bro? I don't see it. Like, I really don't see it. Right? It's like always the same thing. Always the same thing. People are bullish, people are bearish, it's never going back, and then it comes back, and it always happens after the same time. Is the Bitcoin halving the reason that Bitcoin goes up? Maybe not, but there's always news lining up. The news follows the price. That's just what happens. And this time, this is a straight copy from this right here, basically. So, my strategy, dollar costing into Bitcoin, then ride the Bitcoin bull run. Whenever altcoins, bottom on their Bitcoin pair, which could be around here or here, I don't know, then I will buy altcoins with my Bitcoin. The best time, I showed you this before, but this is so interesting. The best time to buy altcoins the last cycle with your Bitcoin was the exact first week of 2021. The exact first week of 2021 for Bitcoin was here. There, Bitcoin was sitting at $30,000, $40,000, depending on, when that week. So you already 10x'd, theoretically, if you bought the bottom, etc. But you already made a 10x move on Bitcoin. And then you have a 2x left, but then you can also convert your Bitcoin into altcoins. And then you can ride the altcoin rally as we had right here, which was insane. Now, of course, in hindsight, it's super easy, right? If you bought here and sold there and then did this, of course. But it's giving us a very clear view on how we could approach the coming cycle, because every cycle so far is playing out the exact same. Whatever the reason is, right? If it goes down, it's because of COVID, Black Swan. No, it was already going down. COVID was just the final crash, but we were also going up again because the Fed was printing money, right? Now, what could be the reason for Bitcoin to go up? Well, what if the ETF gets approved around April, right? Then that's the reason. Whatever the reason is, it will happen probably. And there will be a reason. And I really don't care what the reason is going to be honest. So, I'm looking at altcoins already to buy right here. However, I'm cautious because we are still in the phase where altcoins can die, right? If we take a look at the total 3 right now, yeah, the total 3, it looks like, I don't know what the fuck I've done with my charts, by the way, sorry for that. The total 3, the altcoin market is sitting basically at their lows, right? So the overall altcoins are not doing well. Bitcoin is holding up quite fine compared to its lows. So what's better, Bitcoin or altcoins? Altcoins are fucking losers over the last 1.5 years, basically. That's just what it is. Cannot make anything else off of it, right? But the biggest losers will be also the biggest winners when the time is right. Now, I'm looking at a couple of altcoins, and I will talk about it a little bit today. So, Delysium, for example, insane. The news that they have, it's just like a $30 million market cap project. And I have a couple of nodes running as well, so I get them daily. I don't even need to buy it. But if I wouldn't have nodes, I'm definitely interested in getting some tokens. Maybe not at this price right now. After such a pump, let it cool off a little bit. But what I like, after the news that they got listed on the Korean market, that they now are partnered with Google, Microsoft, insane shit. They have one of the best AI projects out there on the low. What I really like about Delysium is that it had a hard pump, right? But it's not an immediate dump as well. It's not really a buy the rumor, sell the news, because they pump, they hold on here for quite a while, right? And if it slowly cools off a little bit, that's fine. But then the news at least sticks. That's quite good to see. If we compare this to what Bitcoin did, for example, Bitcoin had a very, yeah, I don't know. Bitcoin had that pump as well and went sideways for a long time and then came down as well because the news was invalid, basically. Well, this news won't be invalid, right? This is a confirmed partnership. So, yeah, of course, beautiful. Volker Forged, also great news. At the moment of recording, they just put out a tweet saying just 3 days, and that's it. But they are making it like, oh man, let me find that tweet. So 300 million homes, 178 platforms, 56 countries, Volker Forged. And you'll see Samsung Smart TV, you'll see what is this, LG, I think? Or whatever, Sony, Apple TV, Google TV, etc. So I don't know really what the fuck is going to happen exactly, but they are trying to, make it like insanely big. I haven't really followed this as I don't follow news a lot. I follow prices. And again, whatever the news is to make the price do this or that, yeah, I don't care. It's about the money that I can make from it, let's be honest. But Volker Forge is making insane moves. So by the time you watch the video, there's 2 more days to go. Now, could that be a little buy the rumor, sell the news event? Yeah, we had this big ass pump right here. If we put it on the daily, you can see it even better. So Volker Forge, basically, it pumped like, 40% in a couple of days. Now comes back a little bit, but not really. So it's hanging there. But that's like short term. And I usually don't discuss the short term that much because if you look over the long term, it doesn't matter. What if they had good news here, or bad news here, or good news here? It's still, it's still the same range. The only difference is Volker Forge is now sitting more at top of the range than the downside of the range, but it's been there like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10s or something like that in the last year, right? So I'm not really, therefore I feel like, yeah, whatever the news is, fine. But Volker Forge is definitely a project to accumulate, in my opinion, over the long term. If you look at how it's doing against its Bitcoin pair, finally! It was going down since, well, ever, basically. Volker Forged was always the loser since it existed. Sorry to put it like that. At least if you look at the Binance chart, maybe it has a chart that goes back more than Binance. I don't know about that. Internet, I need you for this job. I have it on Binance. Why is saying Kucoin right here then? Yeah, it's so weird. So, anyway, doesn't matter. But Volker Forge, Volker Forge against its Bitcoin pair hasn't been doing really well. Maybe if I can look at this chart, yeah, there's a little more information on this one right here. Oh, nice, that's way better. So it hasn't been doing well since basically the bear market started. Since the bear market started, Bitcoin has been outperforming Volker Forge pretty hard, right? We made a high, a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and now at least we made a higher high, right? So it's not saying straight bull market for a project if you see something like that, but it is saying like, hey guys, the structure has changed, right? And even if it turns out to be a wick, which it isn't by the way now, but then still, the wick has taken the downtrend out. Does it mean it cannot do this? No, of course, like it can do that, right? It can. Will it? Well, yeah, there's a good chance that it will do that. But for now, it's giving people hope. It's making people aware of the project again, and it shows that Fomo Forge, as long as they work, have fuel, have steam to do something like that. And what happens in this bear market? Up, down, sideways, I don't care. But it is a little snippet of what it could do in the bull market. That's so interesting in my opinion about this. So Fomo Forge, yeah, decent. It hasn't been this high compared to its Bitcoin pair since March, right? So that's half a year already. So, and that in a couple of weeks basically of climbing. So that's very nice. It's not one big ass pump like Delysium had, but it's more slow and steady grind. So I really like that. So whenever Fomo Forge hits around that 1100 Satoshis again, or maybe 1000, I'm going heavy on it because we had this resistance here. We had this support here. We had support here. We had a little bit of resistance here, but it skyrocketed after that, right? Like a 40% pump, that's quite a lot, 50. So it tells me like this region right here is quite a, confirmed bottom. And in that case, I feel like, yeah, this is definitely a good entry zone for me. So I'm gonna remove all the noise. Once Fomo Forge hit this level, I'm interested. I'm definitely interested. Will it happen today, tomorrow, next month? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But maybe even if it happens in 3 months. Crypto is patience. It sucks. And a lot of people, they lost a lot of money the last couple of, months, year. Because they have no patience, right? They want to jump in their favorite altcoin and it keeps on going down. And then it's like, buy the dip. And then it's like going low. And then it's like, I guess I'm a long-term investor now. And then it's going lower. And it's like, it's so bad. Patience. Patience is key to success, 100%. So with Fomo Forge, I'm very patient. It makes it easy for me as I already have a bag. I'm not gonna lie. I sold some Fomo Forge at 420, give or take, for Gala. People can call me crazy for that because, yeah, Gala founders suing each other. If they're kissing each other, suing each other, dancing with each other, shooting each other, I don't care what they do. The project is the project, right? And it's now sitting at the USDT low. If you look at the Bitcoin pair, made new lows, right? A lot of people bought here, a lot of people bought here, a lot of people bought here. So please don't call me crazy for buying here, right? Like, it's not that the project is suddenly dead or anything. It's just two people fighting over bullshit. But that news was already out a long time ago. That they now sued each other. Okay, that's new. But that doesn't change the project, in my opinion. Sometimes people ask like, well, why you only talk about crypto gaming coins? I also bought some Cardano. Now you happy? I made a video about that, I think like 2-3 weeks ago, that I bought some Cardano. Why do I like Cardano? No, it's a shit project. Come on, be honest. But I like the chart, right? If you look at this chart right here, last cycle, we went down, we broke out, right? We were in this triangle. This cycle, we went down, and we were in the same triangle, right? Can it go on like this for the rest of the year? Yeah. But if this is going to be the same, which so far it is exactly, then it's a good opportunity. And if it breaks down, then it's also fine because I just bought a little bit into my DCA strategy, right? So if you, I'm sorry, but if you look at such a chart, how can you not buy this? It's sitting at macro support as well since ever, right? So here, but now it gets broken. It could be, but I'm not betting my money on that because then I'm also saying this time is different. It's not. It's a fucking duplicate, right? So yeah, what I'm also doing, I'm all over the place today. Sorry, I have way too much coffee. Forgive me for not giving a fuck about if you forgive me. BTC pairs, I am saying, I said this quite a lot once, that I have bought some altcoins to trade them against their Bitcoin pair because I want to make a lot more Bitcoin. Right? Like Bitcoin is going up in value, very probably USDT isn't, right? So therefore I'd rather make more Bitcoin right now than dollars. So therefore I bought, for example, a little Atom. Why? Well, if I look at Atom, Quick quiz. Is it sitting at resistance or support? Well, so in that case, I feel like, yeah, can it break down? It can. But yeah, fuck, man. If you're not buying macro support, then why? When do you buy, right? Like, it's weird if you don't. So therefore, I felt like, and I don't care about Atom. I have no, I don't even really know what it does and how these airdrops work and all of that. I don't care. I don't care about the project. I don't give a shit about Atom. But I looked at just random coins on their Bitcoin pairs. I don't care what it is. If it was Shiba, I would have bought it anyway. Man, even if it was fucking Hex, I would have bought it, right? It's sitting at multiple year macro support. So yeah, could it be that we dip below it with another 30%? Of course. But could it also be that we go up another 300%? Could also be. And that risk reward to me is looking good. So very simple. Matic also fucking dangerous because Matic is quite looking the same, right? Matic is sitting at support since 2021 basically, so for 2 years. So the odds are very good when it comes to that. However, if we do break down, Matic is fucked. Matic could be absolute. So the risk reward there is not that great. 200% upside, but 70% downside. And that downside is more down than you can go up, though. Don't get the math wrong right here. Like 200% is more than 70. Okay, but Matic is, if it breaks down, just like BNB, completely fucked. I'm not censored about that because it just, but there is a possibility that it just bounces again. I mean, we did it here, we did it here, we did it here. So, right? Kronos, I hope nobody was longing this. I don't know if this is actual wick or that it's a bug or anything. But crypto.com. Yeah, to be honest, if I look at this, yeah, big support here and same support here. If you ever want to buy it, then this is the place, right? Rose, also looking quite the same. Not a clear distribution phase, but it's like this chart is a new pattern. This is the middle finger pattern. And the middle finger pattern... This is beautiful. We discovered something completely new right here, I think. The middle finger pattern is where you have the thumb, the other finger, how do you call it in English? The middle finger, the pointing finger or so, the pinky, and that's where you think you're sitting at support, and then it goes down. Therefore, the fuck you. So this is the fuck off pattern, and I try to but it oh man, how can this not go viral? Please make this go viral. This is the fuck you pattern. So, but I risk it anyway. It really, without fucking around, it looks like this is my best chance to ever get demonetized, by the way, when you look at all my videos. But this looks like huge support for Rose as well. Rune, I am interested when it comes to around 300 Satoshi. So that's like a 50% drop, give or take, from here, like more like 45 or so. So it's far away, but I'm keeping it on my radar, so therefore it's not checked as red. The graph, little more risky because not a lot of support yet, but we hold it here. We had this pump which broke the downtrend, and now we are riding the way down. And now what I would like to see is that it holds again. And then I can say like, okay, maybe it's going to pump up. So with the graph, I'm a little cautious yet, but still interesting. H-bar, I have that on my radar, but it's not there yet. I think H-bar could go down another like 40% on its Bitcoin pair. Anchor, I had my eyes on that, but it's showing weakness right here, so I'm not completely sure. Quant as well. Quant is, I think, quite interesting when it gets another 14% lower. So you could say like, at 14%, are you really going to wait for that? But yeah, the upside is also only like 14-15%. And that's this range, right? And as long as it's not clear which side of the range this is going to break out, I'm a little careful. And VRA is something that I think is already good to go. huge resistance here, support here, and again support here. So I've bought quite some VRA as well. Yeah, to be honest, I think VRA can definitely do very well. Yeah, I think that with your Bitcoin bag, if you buy this right here, you can make a clean 2x out of this as well. And 2xing your Bitcoin is not bad. It's not bad if you know that Bitcoin is probably going to go up as well. So why not make the most out of it? So yeah, I'm making the most out of it. I want to leave it here. I can go over the charts, but like I said, it's a day pre-recorded, so anything could be invalid by the time you watch. Although this chart, you know, still altcoins on their Bitcoin pair, basically. Yeah, when I look at this, let me remove this, but no, let me not, fuck off. I'm not gonna remove that. We went down. We have still half the way down to go. And that doesn't have to mean that altcoins will go down on their dollar pair. If Bitcoin runs hard, then altcoins can also go down on the Bitcoin pair and still hold up on the dollar pair, but then you still would have been better off in Bitcoin. So if this goes down around this, I'm not gonna wait for this exact point right here, right? I'm dollar costing this whole down range basically, right? So I can, you know, basically draw it like this, give or take. It's a big range. I know it's a big range, but again, you do not want to try to time the bottom anyway, right? So this is why I'm going to buy altcoins. So people can ask like, when are you going to buy? Here. Not like I don't have a date for when it's coming here and if it's coming here, right? I don't have a date. Whenever that happens, right? If it's tomorrow, it's tomorrow. If it's in half a year, it's in half a year. I expect half a year. So we'll see. Guys, like the video, please, like, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the Patreon members. They get a lot of insight information, early calls, NFT calls, exclusive calls with you know, person on person to look at your portfolio. So did I say exclusive videos, trading courses, you'll name it. So definitely check it out. I'm out of breath. I'm going to die. Bye.